everybody. I was at a tournament this weekend and I was watching people's posture like I always do. And I've discovered a few things. The 5-0 players, the top-rated players, and even a lot of the 4-5 players are dinking, 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 dinking the ball. What happens when you dink the ball to your body, and then what do you do when you come off the court after being in the position? So we're going to discuss body alignment. First of all, I call this guy's posture. Locking down with the tail feathers, tight psoas, tight calf muscles and hamstrings, and a lot of people are walking around with very tight muscles. I call this baby posture. I probably shouldn't. Shelf posture, or too much lordosis, sway back. Let's call it sway back posture. So a lot of posture where it's too long and too tight in your back. So let's talk about body alignment. We're going to take our flashlights and tie them on our hip bones. Are you flashlights up to the sky, or are you flashlights down to the ground? So you wouldn't want to drive with your car headlights up into the trees or down on the pavement. You want your headlights of your car and your hip bones straight ahead. So how do we get there? You rock your pelvis back and forth without moving your chest until you find neutral. Headlights straight ahead. How do you know if your headlights are straight ahead? Can you pull in on your navel, and can you squeeze the $100 bill? If you can squeeze and pull in, you're in neutral. If you're in this position, you can't squeeze, you can't pull in. And if you're in this position, you're in lockdown and your stomach protrudes and you can't get it in. So neutral allows you to pull in and to squeeze. Now, let's open your hip flexors. So you're down here and you're dinking and dinking and dinking and dinking. So much of the game is here or here. Dinking and dinking and dinking. What do you do when you're finished with your game? You go sit in a chair like this. So I notice everybody is just sitting here like this. And everything is locked down and your chest is down and you're tightening in between games. When you get up, now you walk out onto the court like this and you're trying to get down and everything is locked, short and tight. Your back is starting to kill you. Does this sound like you? Aha. So let's figure out what to do after you've been dinking and bending your back. First of all, if your knees will allow you to do this, you're holding on to something and you're taking one leg behind you and you're lifting your chest and reaching up to the ceiling or reaching up to the sky. And I'm trying to pull the leg out of the hip socket. So I'm reaching up and I'm reaching back with this leg. Now I take my hand and I reach my elbow up to the sky. So I'm stretching the whole side of my body. I breathe, inhale, breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Make sure you do it on both sides. Do it 5 times on each side and then maybe increase to 10. Now I'm taking this knee to the ground and I'm stretching up. See how I'm dropping my shoulders and opening my chest? I reach up, same thing, and reach over. And I'm using the chair for support. And I reach up, and I reach over. Make sure you do it on both sides. Now, here's the hard one. I'm holding the chair, I grab my ankle or my shin, and I put my knee on my knee, pull my shoulder back. Now see how I'm using my back? I'm not using my back. I'm pulling my knee to the other knee, and I'm trying to open this part of my body. This is called a runner's stretch. The other one is also a runner's stretch. If you can do all of these without your knee hurting, that's great. Make sure you pad your knee. Here's an option using the chair. I'm putting my foot on the chair and my knee on the ground. Make sure that the support leg knee is not over the toe. Make sure it's back over your ankle. Now, painful. I spent the morning dinking, and I'm trying to lift my rib cage off of my hip socket. See how I'm pushing that hip forward? So I rock forward and back and forward and back, and I breathe the whole time. If you want to increase it, you can lift that arm up and tilt that arm over. Bring the arm up, lifting the chest, and coming out of the hip socket. Now, when you come out of the position and you're standing here, now all of a sudden this whole side of your body feels longer. It feels looser. So the idea is loosen the hip, loose on the IT band on the side, and now this leg is longer, so it's time to do this side. Make sure you do both. Stretch those hip flexors so you don't walk around like this and you don't walk around like that. You're in perfect neutral position. Thank you.